Jonathan Hemus, and this is an extract from my book, Crisis Proof: How to Prepare for the Worst Day of Your Business Life. How scenario planning can build crisis resilience. If you thought through in a non-pressurized situation, if this was to happen, what would we do? There's a very high chance you'll think correctly and make the right decision at that moment. Former Rugby World Cup winning coach, Sir Clive Woodward. On the 27th of March 1977, 583 people lost their lives at Tenerife Airport when a KLM jet collided with a Pan Am aircraft that was readying itself for takeoff on a foggy runway. It remains the worst ever plane crash in terms of fatalities. Among the 61 survivors on the Pan Am flight were a married couple named Floy and Paul Heck. As a young man, Paul Heck had been caught up in a fire in a theatre. From that moment on, whenever he entered a crowded place, he would always check how to escape, just in case he had the misfortune to be involved in a second incident. Before the fateful Pan Am flight from Tenerife, he sat in his seat and checked the emergency response procedures and listened carefully to the safety briefing by the cabin crew. When the accident happened, Paul reacted immediately. He stood up, woke his wife, and instructed her to get out of her seat, walk down the aisle, and jump onto the wing to escape the stricken aircraft. Paul Heck was one of the few people who had mentally rehearsed what to do if something went wrong. As a consequence, he was ready to react quickly and appropriately when the worst happened. He and his wife owe their lives to his scenario planning. Businesses should also take time to consider the worst case and how they would respond to it. Scenario planning enables you to plan for future situations before you experience them for real. It allows you to examine multiple crisis situations and consider alternative response strategies for each. In a calm and unpressurized environment, it enables you to test your thinking, assess the pros and cons of a range of decisions, and identify resources and capabilities required to address each scenario. In summary, scenario planning is a structured process for considering how your critical risks could play out and determining in advance your optimum response to them.